I mean, you keep on saying that September 16, but a lot of people think that you are bluffing.
Including Steve.
Me too, yes, that's right. Are you bluffing, really?
Yeah, this is something which is revolutionary. I think Jinnah talks about cyclonic in the Pakistani context, in the formation of Pakistan. But I would say that people were even doubtful when we said we are able to seriously challenge the ruling government on the 8th of March. Nobody generally, which includes Malaysiakini, would seriously thought that we could master or control the 5 states. Now I am saying now, it's good that people have cautioned me to look, you are a bit too optimistic, but I'm privy to many of these discussions that I cannot share for now. And I think based on that, I have ample reasons to suggest that although we have been derailed somewhat because of all this episode, to suggest that we can make it. Contrary to many of my friends in Pakatan or in the media, those in the ruling establishment, including the IGP and his coterie of loyal clique, must be convinced. Otherwise they wouldn't be desperate to go on this move. They are convinced they were going to make it. So they have to then make sure that I'm stopped at all costs.
I think the reason why they are also convinced and worried is because of the fact that they are worried of their future, in a sense that when you are, if you were the Prime Minister, for instance, there is fear that you may go after them.
No, this is unfortunate because not many in the world. I mean, it's not easy to, for you to come out in prison, being assaulted, being jailed, being, smeared with this most nasty sort of attacks, and then suddenly say, okay, malice towards none. I mean, quoting Lincoln here, we move on. Then, but you realize because you are stuck to certain principles and talking about agenda and talking about challenge, they went on again ahead after you. Yes, there are civil suits against Mahathir, but these are all, in the process because they come repeating. I have to stop them from doing that. Not an intention of, battling with them, and I don't want to waste my time on that. But people like, how do you deal with people like Musa Hassan, who went a bit too far in the process? It wasn't too late for him just to say, okay, back off. But no, they went on because they thought, they were so confident that they would be able to, what do you call, entrapment, according to them. Well, the fear must be real. But because this is seen even by many of the police senior officers, something personal, you can see not much enthusiasm among the entire police force. Firstly, he's going to retire. Secondly, why should we be dragged into this personal vendetta of one man, supported probably by Khairi and the colleague, initially? When I mention names, I have good reasons why I drag these names together. I mean, the case of Najib Rosma is there in the public domain. But you see, these people are clearly convinced that we're going to make it. But I said, I mean, how do you run a government and affect changes, move forward? We need new Malaysian awareness, unity of all races. We need a new vibrant economy. We need to improve, reform the judiciary, and then lead back confidence to more professional police force, for example. If you get yourself engrossed with the past, I'm not going to portray myself very saintly or anything. Just no. I'm going to just be even for pragmatic, realistic considerations. I can't. Yeah, you have you have to move on. and you have to be prepared to forgive and evils of the past, which affects you personally. I mean, which they steal 2,000 acres and 2 billion ringgit. It's not within me. It's not my right to forgive. They have to return the money. But otherwise, we cannot afford to just drag the entire country, just to go back to the past.
So are you saying that if you happen to be PM, you may forget about the past?
I forgive, I can't forget.
Right.
Did you know that Dr. Mahathir said that if he become the PM, he'll leave the country? I suppose that's
I think I have said that in jest.
You want,
I will.
Would you, looking back, right, if you become the Prime Minister, would you be taking actions for economic plunder or for abuse of power and things like that against certain people, top-ranking people at the moment?
No, the last 10 years experience has I forgiven, even though Mahathir tends to be a bit vindictive and very, very nasty, some of his comments. But I think, you can see me, I just joke about it, I don't take it seriously. After all, he's not able to influence events, not able to power. But to see Abdullah Badawi, his son-in-law and some others involved at this stage after looking what happened, this is pathetic, to say the least. And with this pretension, very religious, it's worse. It's better to be a very liberal, secular, don't believe in, some secularists don't believe in, some do believe in ethics and morality. But I'm talking about clearly a person who's no moral or ethical considerations, and not be too pretentious, but be religious and suddenly talking about these things and so desperate. But how do you deal with it? I am by nature quite forgiving, but we'll clear this hurdle first.